Hello, today I'm going to do my March wrap up. Now I will tell you it's a very small wrap up, so that's why I've decided to put my April TBR in this video. And in April I'm going away to France for 3 weeks, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to upload on this channel. Hopefully I will, but we'll see. And so that's why my TBR is huge for April, because I will be on holiday. I'll get a lot of reading done. But March, for some reason I fell into a huge reading slump and I read hardly anything. I really only read one book. So that book was this one. It's Truth About Alice. It's by Jennifer Mathieu, and yeah, it was like a good book. It's a YA. I got it from Eleanor Reads. We did a book swap, so she swapped me for this, and it's not my kind of thing because it's YA. Basically, the popular boy at school says he's had a threesome with a girl called Alice. And everyone's just disgusted, and Alice becomes outcasted, and it's all about double standards. Because for the boy, everyone's like, oh my god, that's so cool, well done, man. And then to the girl, everyone kind of hates her and really is quite abusive towards her and everything. And then that boy who said that he slept with her dies in a car crash, and the reasoning for it, they say, is because he was texting Alice, and Alice was continually texting him, and so he, you know, went off the road and crashed his car. And so they all blame Alice for this. This story is not told by Alice though, it's told by 4 people. One of them is the boy that like lives next door, he's a bit of a geek, he lived next door to the popular boy. One of them is told by Alice's ex-best friend, and she's got a really good subplot as well because something really bad happened to her, and so she's telling you about that as well. One is told by Elaine, who's like the popular girl, whose party it was where the threesome was supposed to have happened and who went out with the popular boy. And then the other one is told by the boy who was in the car accident with the popular one, but he survived. Probably give this 3 out of 5, and that's a good score for me. That's like a steady, this was a good book, this was okay. So that's my score for this. I then read, it's not really reading, but I went through it. It's My Well-Read Woman by Susanna Hahn, and basically this is a book where she got loads of women within literature. She drew them in this beautiful watercolour and then put them with a quote that they said within the book. I would definitely recommend this, and I'm actually going through like this whole book being like, I haven't read that book, I need to go and read it, and putting it on my TBR. And that was it. That was all I read. Like really I only read one book. That was it. So now I'm just going to move swiftly on to my April TBR. So because I've got a lot to go through, I'm going to go through it quite quickly. And as I said, I will be away for 3 weeks, so this is booked for 3 weeks, and when you're on holiday you do read more, and we're driving down to France, so on the drive I'll probably read a lot. It's a graphic novel, it's called Sisters. It's basically a graphic memoir about her relationship with her sister. George Orwell's Animal Farm. Basically at the beginning of this book there's a huge speech that a pig does, and it's just so long. Once you get through the speech, oh my god, it flies. It's such a quick and fast-paced book. Oh, next up, this book is like breaking my heart. This is Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye. Oh, just a moment's silence. This book is so good. I can't believe I haven't read it sooner. There's something about her writing that just hits me. And I think the best way to describe it is a quote on the front. It says, "So charged with pain and wonder that the novel becomes poetry." That's what it is. This book is like poetry. Painful, painful poetry. It's so good. And the foreword, oh my god, the foreword by Toni Morrison is, it reads like poetry. It's just Toni Morrison in many ways thinks this book was a failure and that she didn't get her point across in the way that she wanted to. That people don't react to into the book in the way that she wanted them to. So good, the foreword. And in it she says, when she was younger, her friend said to her, "I want to have blue eyes," and Toni Morrison, who's black, saw blue eyes as being, you know, blonde hair and white skin, and felt quite disgusted in her friend and thought, why don't you want to be black? You know, why do you hate your race so much? And that kind of idea of wanting blue eyes is so much in Bacola. Oh god, I haven't even finished it yet. And her writing. Now I'm going to show you the last lot, which is this here. I'm just going to go through it really quickly. So first up, today I'm probably going to read Rat Queens. This is volume 1, Sass and Sorcery. And also one thing about this as well is since I got it, everyone's been like, oh Hannah, you'll love it, like you'll really want to keep it. I spilt coffee all over it yesterday. Please don't punch me in the face. But like there is coffee all over, you probably can't see it, but all over this bit here. It's just like covered in coffee on every single page. So I've really ruined it. I then got sent this from the publishers for review. The publishers Hodder sent me Angelful. It's by Susan E. and they tell me that it's popular on the interwebs, so yeah. I'm then going to take this with me. This is Thomas Harrison's Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs. This is the whole Hannibal Lecter thing, where it first came from. 2 books in one. really, really loving Thomas Harrison's writing. Kate Chopin's The Awakening, Roald Dahl's Matilda, Neil Gaiman's Coraline. I'm going to start Miss Peregrine, Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. And then I'm going to start The Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter. Last but not least, of course, I'm taking my bae, Mary Poppins by P.R. Travis. This is the complete, oh that was disgusting. This is the complete book series, and that's it. That's all the books that I'm going to take with me. And hopefully there is internet connection in France, but if there's not, then I won't see you for 3 weeks. So I hope you have a good Easter break, and I will see you when I get back.